Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and it's What's Sold Thursday this week. And I look as bad as I felt yesterday. I'm so tired. A guy next door to us was up most of the night with his doof music on, which is very rare for him to do. But the guy on the other side of him was yelling at him at 2:30 to shut up. It was fun. Husband didn't hear any of it, but yeah, I did, and I was actually probably one of my first decent night's sleep for a while. I got woken up by that, so I laid awake for a couple of hours. I'm going to do my normal thing. I'm going to fiddle with my camera. There we go. So I did do a video yesterday for What's Sold, but I was so knackered, like seriously, mentally and physically exhausted. It was a really big day, so I just ditched it. Now, for those who don't know me, who are new here, please press the like button, even if you don't hang around. If you do like it, just hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Now, I live in a big bus with well, at the moment, the two teens are always at their friends because Mr. A7, nearly 18, has his own license and car. Another story. And the two boys are only here, and my husband. But yeah, and dogs and a cat. And most of you know the story. If you want to see the bus, just go back to my old videos or go to the Aussie Boomer Life and all that, and you'll see it there, which I've been very slack on lately. But yesterday was a huge day. Picked up my granddaughter. I wasn't even prepared. Wasn't dressed. I was just, was not dressed. But she says, I'm here. So I had to go race out to pick her up. Didn't have socks on. Put my boots on, no socks. Didn't have my mascara on, which is something I always do every day. So I grabbed that as I went out the door. Did I put it on today? Yeah, I did. But yeah, I don't go anywhere without mascara. But anyway, and she didn't get her license yesterday. She was doing her, when you turn the wheel, well, when she was going right, she actually puts her hand inside the wheel, like that way. And I think a lot of us do it. I pulled myself up a couple of times yesterday doing the same thing. So that's the only thing she got pulled up with, which lost her that little bit of percentage that she needed to get to her 100%. So she was pretty devastated. She's had a very traumatic couple of weeks. But she moved on from it, and she's going to go again next week for it, and I'm pretty sure she'll get it the second time. I think the first time is good because it gives them that practice to get it. So yeah, it was disappointing for her. It was very traumatic for me. I'm exhausted. I ended up taking her to her dad's 45 minutes away, dropping her off, and she's going to catch the bus back today with her sister, I think. So it's just very, very exhausting. But you're not here to hear my life. My life is just drama after drama. You're going to hear about my what I sold, and I may have to do a break in between because I've got to fix up something to do with my car. And yeah, so let's get started, guys. Last week that we've just had was not a great week. It's funny because I probably made half of last week's income yesterday in one day, in profit wise, I mean. So let's get started, get this over and done with, that way I can move on. And I may at the end of this add what I bought yesterday. I don't know yet, we'll see. But I did buy something really cool, and I don't know if I'll remember to tell you because I left it upstairs. I'll tell you now so I don't forget. I was at Salvo's the other day, and I always look at the jewellery, and they had all this new jewellery come in, so I got a bit of pick of stuff. Nothing super exciting, nothing that's going to sell for hundreds. But I did pick up this beautiful silver, sterling silver. I'll try to remember to put a photo here. Ring that they had missed, because most of their sterling silver they check the stamps for, and they pop it in a different section and put a higher price on it. I had a feeling it was because of just the way it felt and looked. Sometimes I take that risk and I win, sometimes I take the risk and I don't, but lately I've been actually winning that risk. And it was just a lovely, like a mucker seat. Hopefully it's here, hopefully you can see it. Style ring, and I only paid $1 for it, and it wasn't until I got outside and had a look I could see the 925 stamp. So someone in there didn't see it properly, didn't look properly, and put it up for $1. So that was really good. I might only get back $20 return because silver is not greatest, but when I did my test it actually sparked a diamond, which I don't think is right. I cannot imagine anyone putting a diamond in a sterling silver ring. It's either they did, or my diamond tester is on its way out. So once I get my bigger tester I'll know. So that's where that is. Okay, let's get started, guys. We're going to do these Emperor's candlesticks, and it looks like a very, very corny sort of it doesn't look like the best picture, but someone wanted it. They actually messaged me and said they received it, thankfully, because when I see a message from something that I've sold I go into a panic. But oftentimes it's good. They say yes, they got it, they're happy. Her daughter is a fan of this author. But I got it for nothing. I sold it for $8.50 plus postage. I made $7.15. So It's funny how some of these old books that you think are rubbish will go on to sell. And I've been doing okay with all those old books. They might be slow sellers, but they do sell, $5, $10. It's just a patience game. Okay, and they don't owe me anything now. Like anything of the whole lot I sell, I've got quite a few left, it's all profit. And it might only be a short little profit, but it still adds up. The green Columbia shirt that you see here, I only paid $3 for that, and I sold it for $20. $14.22 is what I made on that one. Again, not a lot of money. Nothing is really out there this week. Nothing at all. The potato Batman was a good sale. It's going in my car. I think I paid $2. Was it $2 or $3 for this whole bag of stuff? I put $2. I think it was $2 because most of their bags of stuff is $2. And I sold it, as you can see, for the price, $34.95 if you're not watching and only listening. And I sold it. I profited $25.64 for that. Actually, probably maybe a little bit less. Maybe maybe about $22. I forgot to take the postage out. There was a little bit extra postage added to that because I packed it in a little box. I didn't want any damage happening to it. And that's what we'll talk about in a minute too, postage. The vintage platter, $25.95. I sold it. I don't know if I paid $2 for it, whether I got it for free, but $20.43 I made there. Now, quick disclaimer, this is just my adding up. This is probably not the accountant's adding up. It's nothing to do with that. It's the way I do it using the Eprofit thingy that I've got. So there will be out of whack in the cases of if I've got promotions, which I've had promotions on a lot of stuff. This is just my calculations. I may change that. I think I've mentioned that last week in the future, where I just take in what the eBay is sending me and what is going out with fees, like with it as in fees and postage. I might start doing it that way, which will be more accurate than what I'm doing, but this is how I've done it all the time, and this is what I'll continue to do for now. This Cleckheaton pattern, I only got it last week. You guys might have seen me. If you're here all the time, you would have seen it picked it up. Nearly didn't pick it up. I put it back down and picked it up again. I thought, oh, for 50 cents, just grab it. And I was selling it for $10, like the next day. $7.96 is what I made on that. These vintage jigsaw puzzles, I made about $15 on them. They didn't cost me anything. The old lady was just giving them out for free, so I just grabbed them all. It took a while to sell, admittedly, and I probably will not delve into the the opened jigsaw puzzles. This lady was very very particular about her jigsaw puzzles, and she had so many of them, and she was just one of those made sure all the parts were there, so it said all parts are there. So hopefully all parts were there. I wasn't going to sit and count them all. The home readers from the 1980s, sorry, I paid $2 for these. I posted them off. They paid the postage, and I made $19.60. And these Brax pants. I'm sorry, guys, this is really, really boring. If you're still here, well done, you. Brax pants, new with tags. I had them listed a while ago, then they'd come unlisted, and I found out they'd come unlisted, so I listed them again, and within a couple of days they sold for $14, and I made $14.22. And if you're not watching, I sold them for $20. I had an offer, so that was good. The music sheets, these came in my book haul. They cost me nothing, and I sold them for $29.95. Now, this is something else that's been sitting for quite a while, but I have sold a lot of music sheets. I've actually discarded quite a few to the op shop, just like the organ ones, but a lot of these music sheets I've still got a bit of, which is great. Slow seller, all neatly put away, so I know where they are exactly, and I still make money on them. So $25.94 I made there. The crystal vintage necklace, this goes to my car. I thought it's really hard because I didn't count everything it was in this box. It's a box of stuff I bought quite a while ago, maybe early this year or late last year, I can't remember. And I didn't list a lot of this stuff up till recently. I probably paid, I'll say $5 I paid for it because there were so many pieces in this particular thing. I should have put this on Facebook Marketplace. I wouldn't have had to pay fees, but it's sold now, and I'm happy with the selling price. It went for $50. I made $33.50, so that's good. It was a beautiful set. And that went to my car as well. The Pokemon Junior books I only bought last week. Probably maybe paid $1 for them, if that. $16.22 I made. And this Child's First Library is where I want to talk about postage. Now, a few times this week, I have stuffed up postage with the Batman toys, with the jigsaws. Look, it was doing like $2 or $3, but this one, And the $2 or $3, it sort of works itself out with other things that I get. You know, I sell and I actually make a profit on postage. But I think this is going to be the last lot of encyclopedias I sell, or else I'm going to put them up there high, because I charge 25 postage. And by the time you've got it packed in a decent box and you've wrapped it and all the rest of it and realise how heavy it is, the weight takes a lot of that money. So it was actually $45 postage. So, and 55 cents. So I only made, believe it or not, this is just so sad, with all the work I did, the effort I put into it, and dragging it upstairs to the post office, I made $8. Fortunately, they cost me $2, because yeah, I get all my books cheap, but it's the last time I'm going to be doing that and charging $25. I've been caught out a few times, and I don't know why I think one of the reasons I put 25 is because I had the books up higher originally, and I thought, well, that'll cover, you know, if the postage is dearer. But because I took an offer of 35, that's why. So yeah, if you've got a heap of encyclopedias, put the postage up there around the $45 mark, guys. You know, a few dollars here and there doesn't matter, but when it's a big lump like that, it does. That was just a waste of my time and money and effort and all the rest. But anyway, you learn, you live. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, you keep on learning. This Asian silk scarf I paid $3 for. Sold it for $18 and made $12.47. Not much, but still, it was worth it. I mean, a couple of dollars extra on postage as well. The crocodile xylophone, I paid $3 for that not long back. Really great condition, as I mentioned, if you've been here for a while. I sold it for $35, in case you're not watching, and $27.36 is what I made profit-wise. So it's just like a toy. It's just a toy. But I recognised it from the 90s. My sons had one as well. The Pyrex 4-cup coffee. Now, the other day I showed you a brand new one that I bought with 9 cups in it. This is why I bought it, because I had just sold this one, which is a 4-cup one, and I only paid $3 for this one. I paid $5 for the new one, but I paid $3 for this one and sold it for $48. I made $38.74. Yes, awkward to pack and all the rest of it, and the postage was pretty much spot on, plus my discount. So, you know, I paid, yeah, I got a little bit extra with postage because of my discount. The Prince Philip book, nothing to write home about, $2, all that sort of stuff. Sells quite well. I mean, I've had it for sitting there for such a long time too, but it did sell. $11.70 I made. And the yarn, now there's a story here. I didn't make much on this at all, and this is where I stuffed up yesterday and I forgot to fix. I probably only made about $6 on this yarn, because I bought the yarn, I think, let me just have a quick check. Really got to be on the ball a lot of times. Like, I was not on the ball at all. I just thought, I'll get my money back on this yarn, and I put it up for $16.50. Why I put it that cheap, I don't know, because I only made $4. I'm hopeless, absolutely freaking hopeless lately. You've got to really be on the ball. Okay, the reason I sold it for that, I just want to get it out of the way. I thought I was going to make more profit than that. My brain is not working. I picked up the orangey coloured stuff and started making something, and I hated it. Hated the colour. I don't know why I bought it, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, I'll get my money back. So, you know, basically I donated that to someone who can use it. And the other coloured wool that you can see here, I got for free. So, wah, wah. Oh, well, it beats donating it completely, doesn't it? Which I do. I've got a big bag here I've got to donate, because I stripped one of the cupboards apart last night. Some was going to be sold and some was going to the op shop. Lastly, is the NBA 1994 board game, which did take a while to sell. I think I paid about $5 for that game, and I sold it for $42. I made around the $30 mark. I'm not exact, okay? I'm not exact this week. I'm a mess, absolute mess. But my buy-in for everything was $39.60, and my sales were around the $3.60 mark. That's my profit, I mean. Not a great week at all. So that's the way it is, what it is. But I did sell a pair of earrings that I had in my stash. Same brand as the ones I'd already sold, and I sold them for $65 to a collector. So that's them there, if you see those. So yeah, that was good. Now, car. My car, last week I had 3,470. I've messed up again. Everything's messed up today. 3,470. I was going to put $150 into my thing this week, but I'm only going to put $100. Just bear with me, guys. I just realised I was looking at the wrong page the other day. 3620, 3720. So we've got 3720 for my car, plus the 65. Okay, so 3720, 3785, 3785. Now we're going to put more, but I can't this week. The cost to me so far has been, I don't know, 305 plus 305, 305, 310, 315. I'm sorry, around 3. I'll write it up here for you. Yeah, I'll write it up here for you because my brain's not in the go. And I didn't write it down. I'm really sorry, guys. It's just too much happening, too much, and exhaustion is getting to me. So, yes, I have that much for my car, but my grandson owes me that $1,000. So that $1,000 is not sitting in my car because we bought him a car. Well, he's paying it back eventually. I've used up all my savings plus some of my car savings to get him a car and get him on the road because his sister's home and she wants her car back, which we're in the middle of getting a few things done to it. So that's where my money is. But my car sales, I mean, it's week 18 I think we're up to. And I think in my bank, my daughter gave me $50. She gave her niece 50 to help her out the other day. And she said, here's 50 for you, Mum. So she said, put it on your car. So I did. So I've actually got more in my bank for my car than what this is just what I've got through my $80 for cans and what I've sold. Okay, everything that I've sold has come to like 300 and whatever it is you'll see up here. So I'm doing okay, like $3,000 for a $300 and something buy-in. I can't complain about that. I'm going to go to the shed now because I've got things to pack to send, and I'm going to probably do a quick video for you to show you what I got in the last couple of days. Okay, all right, see you in a minute. So I'm in my shed, as you can see, the messy shed that I'm trying to psych myself up to go, but I'm having a no energy day at all, so I'm thinking about just leaving it all because one item I can't find at all. Go and have some food and get my blood sugar up because I'm really feeling drained today, and I apologise for my really lackluster video. Can't help it, but that's what it is. My growth pile up there of clothing is growing again. I'm going to try tomorrow to get in here and really give it a really good solid, lots of photos, a lot of photo taking tomorrow. As I said, I stripped my cupboard, the boys' cupboard, and I've got all the jackets that we're not using. They haven't used them all winter, and I said, well, if they need more jackets next year, I'll get new jackets from the op shop. So I thought I'd just quickly share with a couple of things I've got over the last 2 days that you haven't seen. I probably have missed some of them. That's probably gone elsewhere, like the jewellery and bits and pieces like that. But let's go, in no particular order. I got this really good filler shirt. Now, I took it home for old man, but he goes, oh, I got lots of shirts in my cupboard because he likes to wear daggy clothes. So he'd rather wear daggy clothes than nice clothes. So yeah, I got that. It was $1. Did I show you that the other day? I possibly did, but I've grabbed it again. You got to see it again. So I got this lovely, amazing, well, I think it's really awesome book. It's on jewellery. It's all on plastic jewellery, all sorts of different jewellery people make. And I thought that was really funky. I think I paid $1 for that, and also poker work. I think someone else was looking for that. I think someone else had that in their pile, and they went around and asked her who it belonged to, and no one knew. But then when she got to count, I think she was looking for it, and they told me after. So I would have probably given. I don't know. I sort of feel bad, but anyway, it is what it is. Don't put your stuff in a pile somewhere random. It's not with your other stuff, and then you won't lose it. Okay, I got this dress. Now it's pretty funky. It's a maxi. I think it's a Shein. It is a Shein, and it's a large size. But I got it because I thought it'd make a great festival dress. Look at that. It's got a really vintage vibe to it, and I just figured it'd make a really nice festival dress for someone. So it was $4. That's what that was from Salvo's. I also got this. Now I paid up a little bit more for this because it's the same brand as a pair of pants I bought recently. I sold recently, RJ's. The pants actually had issues with the button, and I let them know that. This one's really funky. Look at that, really good. But what has happened on it? Well, someone's done the Daniel Morecambe awareness ride in 2004, but they've also taken all the really cool badges off. So someone else is going to have to come along and put all the badges on. I am going to give it a bit of a polish up and a bit of a clean up because it has got a few spots on it. But it did cost me $8, but I probably can't avoid leather and vests. It's probably a little bit much. I did and ah about it, but once I did the comps, I thought, yeah, I'll just grab it because it was pretty cool. We hear about dragon jeans. If you watch Judder, Diary of a Flipper, he talks about dragon jeans. This is the second pair I found. These are for bike riders, specifically made, padded a little bit extra. Yeah, I got a pair of those. I think they cost me $5. Might have been from the same person because I got them at the same time. What else did I get? I got a flower press this morning. I got some doorknob handle thingies, which I do collect these because eventually when I get back into painting furniture, I'll have enough of these. So these are only $1.50, and they don't take much to make them look nice. And they're expensive. If you go and buy them at a normal shop, they're super expensive. I got another Lowe's shirt because it was $2. I only got it because it's got all the classic cars on it. And you know, someone's going to love that for that reason. And I got some new shirts at this one for $2 each. These are they're only Johnny Big ones, but they're all brand new. Now there was about half a dozen of them there, and I only picked up 2 of these that are the same. Are they the same? No, I picked up one. Okay, I didn't pick up the same. I picked up one of each different ones. So just the Johnny Big brand, $2 each. You know, if I get 20 bucks each for them, well, I'm laughing, aren't I? So got those. And I don't know. Oh yeah, I got this yesterday. Now I know there's other stuff, like I said, there's other stuff that I haven't shown you because it's already moved on elsewhere. But I did get this. This is hanging there the day before as well. It's just a like 1980s vintage velvet with the scratchy stuff on it, with glitter, and it's a proper fashion label one. It's top fashion. It comes with a little jacket. But the little jacket has wear, so the little jacket, you'd have to wear something with this because otherwise you'd be really scratched up under the arms. But I grabbed it all. It will be going in as a set, and the description will be there to show that it's got issues. But if someone's really good with it, you know, handy with a needle and thread, they can actually recreate that to go with that. Or you just put another little top over it. $5. Really didn't. I thought, you know what, yeah, it's vintage, just get it. Beautiful skirt for me. Beautiful long maxi skirt for $4, which I thought was really pretty, and some flares, some vintage flares, guys. I nearly didn't get them, but yeah, I did get them because I don't know if they're old, it could be just reproduction old, but they've got the old flared ends on them, and I thought they were really awesome for that reason, so I picked them up as well. Hang on, I just dropped something. I got this morning. It's just it's a Stanley Aladdin, and they're a good quality brand. The only thing that's missing of it is the thermos. $4, so I'll just keep an eye out now for a really good thermos that fits in there. Hopefully, you know, a pre-loved one that's not going for too much and it's in good condition. But made in USA, really good quality. I just had a quick look, but I didn't know the size of it. But I thought for $4 it was worth getting because when anybody gets work, Mr. 17 finally gets a job, he might need that to take his lunch with him and drinks with him. But I got this morning. Now, I don't know if you've seen them, but a lot of people are selling these sort of type of things. Now, I wish this was red. If it was red, I'd be really happy, but it's not. It's white. And for $2, I grabbed it along with something else. I can't get them out now, but take my word for it. They're all there because I counted them all. I'm going to take them home. No wonder no one wants to. Oh, here we go. I'll take them home, give them a bit of a clean up, so a little bit, you know, a little bit of yellow in there, but they're in really good condition, all stainless steel, made in Hong Kong, so they're definitely from the 60s, 70s. Yeah, and lovely little set, and they can go for really good money. Like I've seen some of the, you know, red ones go for $60 plus, so I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. This picture I got yesterday, which I didn't show because you haven't seen it. And the reason I got it, it's nothing, I could tell that it was done in a very old way with the colours and everything. It's an old frame too, but it wasn't until I took the paper covering back that I realised how old it was. You can see by the nails in the back, it's really, really old print. Who did it? I don't know. Don't know, I'd have to see. I'd have to open it right up to see if there's a signature. But yeah, imagine if that was worth something. Lucky, you know. Anyway, I think that's all, guys. I'm going to go get food because I think half my problem this morning is my energy level is really low. Lack of sleep, all the worry. I've got really bad anxiety today and I can't pinpoint it. So there's probably something going to go down. That's what always happens. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you make it this far, say, wow, boomer, that'll do me. Or wake up, boomer. Either one of those two, because I'm flipping tired. Wake up, boomer will do. I'll see you soon, guys. Hopefully I'll be more energetic. Take care. Bye.